Hi friends, welcome back. I am Wicked Crafty Mom, also April, and we are back with the next hour. Oh, start my timer. Whoops, put my airplane mode on. Totally forgot. All right, airplane mode is on. We're got the timer on. Life is good. So, when last we left our heroine, we have 3 collages to use, and nothing on the back right now. They're just plain back right now, because not all of it's going to be needing back, so I don't need to waste paper by doing all of it, because a lot of it is going to actually not need any. Okay, so let's take this. Oh, I forgot to grab something, and I thought about it like several times today. I wanted to grab some blue papers, but that's okay. I have scraps here. I can grab what I need for bigger papers if I need it. All right, and so I have my Elmer's glue all with a dot of water in it, just a drop or 2, and then my Amazon Basics all-purpose glue stick. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, okay, so what I want for the first page is a blue, this is a good solid blue. Now, one of the things I need to think of is making a flap for this side, because I'm going to actually just have the top be where it comes in, where the card is going to go in. And I need a flap here so that I can attach it to the rest of the bundle. So it doesn't have to be shaped like an envelope tab, obviously. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just glue this page. I am not particularly worried about using the window. The window is not an issue for me. Sometimes I like to include the window in the design, and sometimes, like now, I'm just going to cover it up. I grabbed this envelope because it was handy, not because of the window. Okay, so leaving enough room for a flap. Grab my smusher. Here, I'm going to move these over here for now. They don't need to be in my way. Look how much cleaner my desk is now. So I've got blue scraps over here also. Which way? Okay, I need to put a flap on this one too. Where? I have no flaps. Okay, so the flap I want on this side. Okay, so attaching it. It's gonna look kind of like this. It's gonna be a flap. Yeah, okay. Cool. So I'm gonna cut the top of this just to make it even. May not be even on this side. That'll be fine. It's not. I goofed. I'll cut it down some, the whole thing. That's how I'll fix it. Dun da da da. Look at that, it's fixed. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this. And remember, I'm keeping this flap here on purpose so that that's what I'm going to attach the attach this to. I still botched it, but that's alright. I can still trim it. There we go. Here's this. And now I'm going to take my glue all and just glue all the edge down. Ha ha ha. Funny. Alright. There. I really like this one with the fully covered. Now on the one that I had before, this was a flap, an open flap, but because I'm using this particular one for ephemera, I don't want that flap open. What I want is the pocket, because it's a good size pocket. So that is why I did that way. Okay. So this, I'm gonna make it look like whoops. I'll make it look like a mess. All right. So here's this. Trim this down a little bit more. You could measure and not trim down 16 times like I'm doing, but I like my way, where I make a lot more work for myself. Okay, this one I want to cover with book page because I think that'll be the best way to dull this down, because this is not a purple book, it's white, it's a blue book. So my pages, or I just want blue. That's what I'm saying. Blue and book page. Those are the colors I want. Blue and neutral is what I'm saying. Okay, do I want it like this? No, I do not. I want it like this. This works. Alright, so this pocket I want to be on the top. So again, I'm going to need to have, it's going to be on this side, I'm going to need to have a flap on this side. If this is the front, the flap goes this way. Yes. Alright, now I'm gonna actually just do it up in the corner like this. No particular reason other than, once again, trying to best utilize my paper. Oh, that's my fingers stuck to the page. Glued my fingers again, friends. Awesome. Okay. So, and if I just cut straight across, I got that flap that I needed. It doesn't have to look nice at all because it's going to be hidden. So that's why it doesn't matter what the flap's made out of. It doesn't matter, like none of that is an issue. So here's this. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. All right. In the meantime, so we were advised that, I believe it was on Thursday, that we were under quarantine because one of our children was exposed, which is fine. That, you know, they're going to public school. This is to be expected. They're going to public school, and the school is trying to, the superintendent and school board are trying to move toward going back full time. Well, we got a call today saying that in the day that he was back at school this week, he was exposed to another student who tested positive. So now we're all quarantining until the 30th. I am just going to make this a double-sided flap because I can. Because why not? Because I hadn't really thought that far ahead about it. Okay, so I needed this flap anyway. Where's my other one? This is what I wanted to do while I was still working on this one. Which side is up? This side is up. Okay. There's that. And I'll ink it all at the same time. Now, I want, which end is up? We're going to play this game all day. Maybe which end is up is our drinking game today. Or don't drink. Drinking game. If this was a drinking game. Okay. I am happy with this for right now. I'm going to put some decorations on it. We're going to decorate this. That's going to be part of the video. Okay. But that's all going to be, I'm going to decorate them all at once. For that. Okay, so this one's open here. I'm going to close it here and make this be where our pocket is. So it's going to be on the side. I just do that so it doesn't shoot me in the face. Okay. This one also does not have a flap, so this one we are going to put a flap on as well. Now, this is where kidding. Not done with this yet. Because I need to make a smaller piece. Like I covered up the yuck part, but I want something. Where's my prototype? Gosh, 24 hours and it's all just a mess again. Okay. Prototype, where'd you go? I don't know. Anyway. I could have technically skipped doing the covering with the book page, but I did not want to this time. Okay. Pencil. I'm just gonna mark here so I can cut. Straight up. Okay. I'm sorry, I know I seem a little scattered. It's actually been a couple, like, it was yesterday that I started filming this, so I'm like trying to pick back up where I was, which is really awkward for me apparently. Okay. I think this is relatively close to in half. Oh, it's almost perfectly in half. So, one side, two side. Whoops. All right. Now. Okay. There we go. So I'm just going to ink the edges. I'm using Vintage Photo Distress ink. My boys are making cookies. Cookies in the kitchen. It's fine. It's okay. My husband's apologizing. It's fine. I'm excited that they're gonna make cookies. In case you couldn't tell. Alright, so I wanted to, I said I was gonna ink everything at the end. I lied. I'm gonna ink everything now. I don't need to ink that. This I need to ink though. Ink, ink, ink. Anywho. So we're quarantined longer. And, however, I am now in love with Instacart. It is because I have heard of grocery delivery services. Like, we are in Maine, and we are not in city Maine. We are in rural Maine. So usually things that I hear my friends talking about is definitely not going to come anywhere near us for the next couple years at least. So I was not expecting Instacart in my area. And let me tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. So, because we can't go shopping, so we got a grocery delivery today for the first one, and I just completely understand what all my friends have been talking about. It's super convenient. It's like extroverts helping out introverts is what it is. Because I like to not go to the store. Big fan of not going to the store. But I have teen boys. And so teen boys, like, their pastime is food. So we order, you know, we order it for a couple days. It's not so bad. Really neat service. Really neat. Super excited about it. I sound like a dork, but it's true. It's very true. I love it. It's my favorite now. Okay, gotta ink this before I glue it down. Ink, ink, ink before I glue, glue, glue. So, yeah. Instacart. I don't know if I've been saying Instagram this whole time, because I did that too for a while. Instacart, where you order your groceries and then some kind person shops for them, and then that same kind person drops them off at your home. And it's amazing. So, because we are not going to expose anyone else potentially to it. So we have to stay home. So in order to, like, I called the school and said, okay, so since one of them's quarantined, the other one, we're going to quarantine all of us. And she was like, you can send them to school. And I was like, yes, but by the time the original person has their tests done and we get the test results through the school, because they start calling people when you've been a close contact, like, by that time, the kid would have brought it home already and it would be too late. They would have passed it on. And then we would be spreading it by sending our kids to school. It's just not how we operate. When one of us is in quarantine, we all lock down. So, yep. Good times. Great oldies. Quarantine. Quarantine Chronicles. Okay. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Okay. Because I didn't want the window to be the edge. That's really why I'm covering these up. The ones that I did before, I didn't cover up quite as much because they were like this. They had all the solid area. And so this is what would have been seen. I didn't want just, part of a window. I wanted it because it's also not going to stick very well with just leaving the window uncovered. Okay, I'm done rambling. Something. Mumble. Right. So this one I am going to do blue paper, which means I am going to... Oh, so close. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm not going to pause it. Mom, I apologize if the cat jumps on the camera. Just grabbing some paper. Alright. Come here, paper. You are so weird. Okie dokie artichoke. Okay, so I grabbed 3 pieces of blue paper just randomly from my blue paper stash thing. You can go back here. All right, 36 minutes is what I got left here. Just fine on this particular video. We'll see how far we get. Then there may be one more for finishing up. Okay, so I want to glue this down. That's a thing. Let's glue this side down because we don't want it to open. You know, in case you weren't clear on why glue. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. All right. So, I am going to hope that we can flip this right over and, oh, we can if I cut it maybe. I was going to use this to help continue the seal. Let's see. Let's try this. We can make it work, I bet. Either way. All right. I'm going to take my smusher and smoosh. All right. Oh, almost perfect, but we can add something down bottom here, so that's not a big deal. So let's glue. Glue, glue, glue. It's time to glue. I think if I use like nursery rhyme music and just make my own lyrics up, I think maybe I can make songs for this that way. If I make songs for this, I don't, it'll be fine. Okay. Do. All right. Here's that. Now, other side. This side. Do. Oops. That's not a nursery rhyme song. Okay. Now, smush it again. Smush it. Okay. Here, we're just going to cut along the side here. May have to trim some. Yep, definitely went crooked. Definitely have to trim some. There. Where's my... I don't know where my bottom is. There we go. Trim you a little bit more too. And this is the top, so it doesn't really matter if I cut a little too much. That way. I forgot my flap, friends. I forgot my flap. Totally cool. We'll add a flap. Alright, here's my hole punch. Probably should have done it when it was all together, but oh well. Alright, this, and let's make a flap. Alright, I am going to glue stick this whole shebang like this. Lots of glue, lots of glue. All the glue. Okay, and I'm gonna put it not quite, like definitely not all the way in, but far in enough that it's gonna have something to grab on. And this is the flap. There, we got a flap. And this. So that is almost exactly perfect, but not quite. I'm gonna make it straight because it wasn't, and I can use the text to guide me. We got 3 here, and we got 3 here. That should work really well for the bottom. All right, and distressing. Okay. Ink, ink, ink. Hope I'm inking on camera. I zoomed it in a little bit more than I usually do. So, right, so apparently 2 of our kids were exposed, so that's cool. Which means it'll be good for us to be home until the 30th, because then we'll know that we haven't, you know, we're fully quarantined. We're not seeing people. Like, I waved out the window at the Instacart person. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or if it's creepy, but I did, so there. Oh my. That was my cat dropping stuff because she's a butthead. Alright. So, oh, let's put this way. I'm going to do this. I'm going to also do that. There we go. Line it up. Line that puppy right up. Okay. Alright. Guys, it's stuck. Apparently, it is Weiss's mouthy time. My cat is starting to yell at me. So if you hear her, I'm sorry. Okay. 1 and 2. And I need a book page 1 that's all book page. So it's going to be edged in blue and have book page in the square. Or, oh, good. I don't even need that. I can just do book page. That's better. I like that better. I like not needing to cover it up. But I definitely forgot to ink. So ink, ink, ink. Doo-doo. Ink, ink, ink. Ink, ink, ink. Okay. I'm going to put these over here. Out of the way. Out of the way. Where are we at for time? 28 minutes? 27 minutes left. Alright. That's cool. Cool beans. Cool beans. Let's grab another. I like the cream color of this paper. So, pulling that in. Oh, come on. Alright, I don't know how many of these videos it's going to be to complete all the steps either. Just throwing that out there. Whoop! go. That's better light. Okay. All right, so where do I want, okay, I've got a top here, so I may as well just use that top as the top. I was going to say, where do I want to have the tag come out? Now, this one has a flap, and I want the flap on this side. It doesn't matter which way you do it because you can always fold it the other way and use the flap the other way, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do, here's my measuring. Watch me measure. A little bit. There. Oops. Now I'm going to do this and this. And we'll see how that works punch-wise. I'm going to check that first. Whoops. Straight lines. Straight lines. Pay attention. Watch where you're driving. Got it. So see, I'm not punching that hole quite yet because I want to see how it lines up on the page. And now I'm going to punch the hole because it looks like it'll work just fine. Just fine. There. I have a tendency to veer to the right when I'm cutting the end of a paper. So, all right, ink it all up. And while I'm here, I'm gonna ink up this too. Let's see if I'm on screen. Yes, very much on screen. Good job, me. Thank you, me. You're welcome. Okay. Now, this one on the back here, I'm gonna glue, but I'm also gonna glue down here specifically because this is the end of, it's open. That's why, because it's open. All right. Get my ink on. All right. Flip, 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 flip. So in some cases I'm using the natural openings of the envelopes, and in other places I am making openings in the envelopes where I'm going to put tags. So this is one of those. Now, you know what's neat about this envelope? It's identical on both sides. So, this is doo-doo. Especially since I'm eyeballing it anyway. This will be quite fine. Okay. And I'm going to ink this one, then I can put my ink to bed for a minute. Now I am just cutting straight across here because I'm going to use my punch for that, because I've tried not using the punch for that. And you know what that gets me? Really crappy workmanship. Cutting it is harder. Following the lines. I have no reason to. I've got the punch. Okay, now they're all inked. Everything's inked. Yay! You got inked, and you got inked, and you got inked. Everybody got inked. Yay! That was either Oprah or The Muppet Show. It's up to you. Choose your own adventure videos. Okay. You look very nice. Alright, now let's see if that is going to stay glued down. It is not, which is what I suspected. And totally fine. Because I got glue. I got more glue. I'm laying down my glue. Okay. And now I'm going to glue this one. And then we're going to set that one aside and do the next background bit, which is another envelope. Snap. Oh, that's right. I'm using this one as an ephemera holder, so when I decorate it, I gotta remember to put pockets on it, and I've got to remember that I probably don't need tags in this one. We'll see if I remember that at the end. How's that? This one's a cute little pocket, and I'm gonna use this. Okay. Oh, that is just perfect. Just perfect. All right. Do. We're gonna have cookies. I caught myself eating my sister's cookies again. I keep catching me red-handed. I don't know if I'm ever gonna learn. Probably not. Alright, you know what I didn't do? I didn't ink. Why didn't I ink? ADD. Alright. Oh, I didn't even glue. Let alone ink. Goodness gracious. And it's like way short. Goodness. This is what eyeballing will do for you, folks. Nothing good. Nothing good. If you want measurements, make measurements. I'm not a measurement fan. Alright. And ink. Ink it, ink it, ink it. Ink it, ink it, ink it. Ink it up. Ink it up. I wonder if I change the lyrics about any song to crafting. I bet you I could get away with that on YouTube's. I bet you I could. Let's see. This is ready. Is that? It's much easier without having to make tags too, I think. Except that yeah, this is good. Okay. This is going to be a good one for holding like postcards and bigger things like that. Okay. Do. And I'm just going to glue with a little bit of an edge available. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not going to make sense. Let's try this again. I am going to do this again so that it will be just inside the edges. Ooh, chocolate chips. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, thank you. Whoa, Holy Hannah.
Holy Hannah.
The chocolate chip fairy just showed up. Sprinkled the stuff all over me here. And then ran away. The chocolate chip fairy is the bomb. Okay. I'll be right back. I gotta wash my hands. Okay, so the chocolate chip fairy has come and gone. And I lost track of what I was doing. Chocolate will do that.
It looks like it's done.
Okay. And then I'm going to do it again since I'm here. This one I am going to not punch out the thing because it might not be the same on both sides. So I'm just going to cut a straight line, have a chocolate chip. Straight line is relative. It's like a relatively straight line. All right. And on your mark, get set, go. Cool. Reward myself with a chocolate chip. I think the chocolate chip fairy is trying to kill me, but we'll see. Here's my punch. Gonna ink it. How many minutes do I have? I got 15 minutes on this one. Okay. Here's this. All right. Chocolate chips rock. No, that's the other one. This is the other one. Okay. Got confused for a second. Ah! It's falling apart. I'll glue it back down. Okay. So. Here I go again. All right, is this side or this side? It's this side. Nope, it's the other side. Okay. This actually ended up being the exact size. That's okay. Almost exact size. Okay, cool. We'll do that. Oops, I am just tearing everything up here. Guess what else I didn't do? I didn't ink. I didn't ink the actual envelope. And I meant to. All right, and now the other side. And this one I'm just going to cut the notch out when I'm done gluing. Okay. There's that. There we go. Right where it belongs. And now I need to trim. Using my glue wall. Sorry guys, I got distracted. Chocolate. Alright. There's that. Still haven't put a flap on it. So I'm just folding this. This is going to be a flap. It's not going to be a huge one, but it'll be a flap. Which is fine. So I'm going to be gluing it all anyway. There we go. Ta-da! It's a flap. There's that. And 1, 2, let's do a book page one. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, give me just a second. I'm looking for 2 matching pages. Here we go. Okay. So this one we've got the flap on. Where do I want? I'm going to make the flap this way again. Side here. So I'm just going to trim the edge off a little bit. Let's ink it up. And ink the other side. Ink it up. Ink it up. And ink it. Ink it good. When a paper comes along, you must ink it. When a problem comes along, you must ink it. All right, and I lost my pencil. I found my pencil. Okay. Now where is, oops, I cut it wide again. I do that every time. Okay. And then the other pencil mark is here. Look at that. That looks an awful lot like what I was looking for. And then I'm going to ink this. Punch the hole as needed. Alright. Let's ink this. And then I think we're going to be done for this video because we've got 7 minutes left. And we'll go on to the next steps in the next video. So, while I am doing this, If you are enjoying my videos, please like, subscribe, share. Come join us at in my Facebook group. And you can find me on Instagram as wickedcrafty_mom. Let's see. I'm thinking if there's anything else fun and exciting. So we're going to ink this, and then the next steps when we do the next video are going to be decorating, adding pockets, that kind of thing, because we are making this an ephemera holder. Because I have a lot of ephemera. What I've done is a lot of fussy cutting, a lot of shabby-dabby-doo-dah fussy cutting. So I have a big amount of shabby-dabby-doo-dah images cut out, ready to go. But problem with that is that right now I've got it in a big baggie because there's so much of it. I've got a lot of shabby. I maybe got carried away. Maybe didn't realize how much I printed. It's entirely possible. Okay. Now, here's these. Okay. There's that. Now, we've got this is the pocket. I glued, so I didn't really pay attention to the fact that there's no plastic in this window here. So, that window totally got stuck to itself. Whoopsie. Whoops. So I just pried it open, right? And I will run some ink, jeez. Got ink on the brain. Run some glue on the inside. As soon as I figure out where that is, there. Okay, there's glue inside. I'm wiping off the extra now. Here's this. Boogers. All right. I will pry it apart where I need to, I guess. I'm going to set this over here to dry for now. So, now these are going to go together. Chocolate berry. All right. So, I have this and this. I think I'm going to have to do a quick stitch on this because I want it to stay. All right. I am making a video still. I'm almost done though.
You start saying stuff like, check out my Instagram.
I did. I'm not quite done yet though. I was just doing it to pass time while I was inking.
Okay.
So I didn't forget.
Okay. Love you.
I love you too. Okay. So this, I'm going to do this way. And this way. I'm not going to do it yet, but I'm just giving you an idea. Okay, so I can swap this so that the fold is this way. And then another one. And then another one. Basically, this is just how I'm going to build my book. So what I'm doing is folding the flaps over so they all line up. And this is what it's going to look like. So what I'm going to do is end here for now, and then we'll pick it back up and we'll start decorating and binding. Have a good day. Bye.